When there are too many things going left in life, emotions can run rampant, right? I be feeling like all my life I had to fight. So let's talk about how we can regulate these emotions and get stuff done like the bosses and baddies we are. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Black Girl Infinite Allure, the podcast where we embark on a journey to a beautiful life together. I'm Jay Ebony, and as a Black woman navigating the complexities of lifestyle, relationships, and finances, I'm here to share insights, stories, and inspiration. Let's explore, grow, and thrive together. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome back to the Black Girl Infinite Allure podcast. I am your host, Jay Ebony. I am so happy that you are joining me, and I thank and appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. If our episodes have inspired you or added value to your life, I have a small favor to ask. Please subscribe, follow, like, share, rate, and review the podcast. Your support is crucial in helping us grow and spread the word. If Black Girl Infinite Allure has made a positive impact on you, the best way to give back is through word of mouth. Sharing our podcast with others not only helps us reach a wider audience, but also helps others discover the content that you've found meaningful. Remember, rating and reviewing our podcast makes a big difference too, as it helps others find us more easily. Thank you so much for your continued support and for being a part of this journey.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It feels like it's been forever, but I am back and we have a lot to talk about today. But first, let's get into some wellness wrap up about what's been going on with me. So, as y'all know, I moved and it's been quite exciting. like, so within like a couple weeks, we had a mouse and it was really running like crazy, just disrespectful. Like it paid rent, like just being mad loud. And my kids were like, I hear something scratching in my wall. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Until one day my other son come running out his room. He's like, I'm not sleeping in there. He's like, I just seen a mouse or something and it went under the heater. Yeah. So after that, and then the mouse got into, I had called somebody and then like before they came, I found that the damn thing had gotten into like on the second floor. He got into the bathroom. Like he must have came in through the cabinet or something, and he bit off like a piece to. So I had like these bottles for my skincare. It was like this oil, and you know how it has the top that pushes or that you squeeze. Yeah, he definitely bit that off, and I don't know where he went with it. But after that, I was like, count your fucking days. Like, you do not pay rent here. And the guy came, sealed up a couple spots, put some traps, and then I didn't hear from him anymore. So that was great. But then he died somewhere behind a wall where we couldn't get to. And then for weeks, there was like a smell, and they're like, I called them and they're like, oh, it's going to, the stuff that we kill them with, it pretty much disintegrates them down into nothing. So it's not going to be there. But if he died behind like somewhere difficult to get to, it might last a little longer. I'm like, oh my God. So I got like mad spray. It was just like, you could smell it in my office, like behind a vent. And I'm sorry, there's so much going on right now. It's like this rain is going on and off. So, we're getting this episode done today. You're going to hear a lot of noise, whether it's this little mini fridge over here or the rain. But there's a lot going on right now. But yeah, so we were dealing with that and it was crazy. And then I thought I seen him like one night. I was looking on the camera on the second floor and I thought I seen him come down like a couple steps. And I started yelling. I said, because he was being mad loud. And I was like, I yelled through the camera. I was like, you need to take that somewhere else. And he like ran back upstairs. Yeah, it was crazy. But he's dead and gone, and the smell is pretty much gone. But then after that, there was like, it's been so much. There was a leak that was coming from under like the third floor bathroom, and it was going down to like this hallway in the second on the second floor. And then I called like the plumbers to come, and they were so busy and they couldn't come right away. And then while I was waiting, there was like the water went down to the first floor, so it was like a little leak down there. I'm like, this is crazy. So they finally came and they fixed it. And it was like the dumbest stuff. Like they had to reset the toilet on the third floor, and then they plugged up a couple leaks. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. And so now I had to call a carpenter to come, and he needs to do some repainting and treat the wood and fix like pieces of the tray ceiling in the hall. Yeah, it's crazy. So I got a carpenter coming, a door measurer, locksmith. Like, I had to call Noah to build a fucking ark. Like, it's just a lot, but it's been interesting. So that's that. And my health has been very crazy. I have like, I've found out I have a significant anemia, which is crazy. Like, so it's just like so much going on. And then I went to go get an iron infusion, and then I had an allergic reaction to the iron. I knew it was going to happen because when I take iron, it makes me sick. So as soon as I seen that iron reaching into my bloodstream, I immediately was about to pass out. I had to ring a bell, and my face was all hot and tingly, and they had to stop it. It was crazy, but they gave me a medicine, and they're like, do you want to try it again? I said, yeah, I'm here. Like, just try it again. And I was fine. But, and then um, I was sick, I think last week or the week before. I just like had aches and pains, and then I had the stomach bug last weekend. It's just crazy. There's been so much going on. It's been very, very busy. And when I was sick with the stomach bug, my daughter was supposed to go on her first play date the next day, and I couldn't even make it. I was like, please, like, let's just do it the next day, which we did get to do. So that was good. I got the rest of my stuff from moving from Rhode Island. So that was good. So everything's coming together. I set up, I got a little treadmill. And so now I'm trying to get my workout game back, but I'm focusing on some cardio for the first few weeks. That's what I'm going to do. And my bestie, Leela, has been like my friend rock. Like, she has been visiting me. She brought the kids over, and we eat food and just hang out. It's been so good. I love you, Leela. And the kids are settling into their schools. It's been a little stressful, but I think we're reaching like the point of being comfortable and like settled in. So it's been very good. Yeah, my middle son likes to miss the bus sometimes, so I'll make him walk to his dad's. Like, if I have to go to work, walk to your dad's and let him drive you. Like, you do not get up worth nothing. And my daughter thinks that she's got her a nice big beautiful room, but she likes to sleep in my room, and she says it's her house. I'm like, no, your house is your room. Go sleep in there. But she's not doing that right now. I told her she only had a couple weeks, but it's been a little while. I'm going to kick her out soon. I recently did 2 episodes on the ATL radio show, co-hosting with my homie 16. I will put links down in the show notes. Y'all need to listen to those episodes and all their other episodes, because that show is so good. I did one with him where we were reviewing one of Drake's albums. And then I co-hosted with him. We did an interview for these an actor for a movie that's on Tubi, and yeah, y'all gotta go check it out. So I'm gonna put the links down in the show notes. What else has been going on? Let's see. Oh, in Rhode Island, we have the Remy TV Awards show coming up. So if anybody is in like New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island area, y'all need to get some tickets and go. It's going to be crazy. So they're showcasing many of the local artists. They were nominated. There will be performances by Carl Thomas and 702 are going to be there. I'm front row. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to put the link down below on that. Remy is doing some big things for Rhode Island and putting people on. Like, y'all gotta go check that out and buy tickets if you can go. It's coming up on April 19th. And I've been trying to do my own nails. Like, I just been trying to be like cost effective. And I took my nails off and then and I started like filing them with the electric file. And I wanted to try to use some press on nails because everyone like loves these press on nails, but my nail beds are so big they never look right. Like I had them on for a few days and then I popped them off. I'm like, no, I'm gonna try and do some acrylic or something. I don't know. But we also on this show, I do have a few people that I want on as guests. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot that I'm working on. I know y'all don't see it, but I promise y'all there will be a lot coming up. So that is it for me for now. So let's get started. Let's get talking about what we want to be talking about, okay? So, despite everything going on in life, my friends keep saying, Jay, where is the episode? We don't care. Keep going. I really hate this chair. Every time I move, it makes crazy noises. Like, I got to get a different one. So, if you hear that, ignore it. My God, it's like every time I take a breath. But, anyways, I am thankful to be here in this chair with y'all. So, we're going to get started. So, even though I have so much going on, and I know everybody does too, when you have so much going on, you still have like these goals that you're trying to meet, right? Things that still have to get done, no matter if you're tired, sad, angry, depressed, lazy, like it's not going to get done. So, you may be going through a whole bunch of emotions, right? So, you're trying to determine how you manage these emotions and continue to push through. So, that's when you have emotional regulation. And the importance of it is underrated completely. If you have accurate or adequate emotional regulation, this can help you improve decision making because you avoid making impulsive reactions. You can enhance your relationships by taking the time to communicate clearly and calmly and effectively. It will help reduce stress and anxiety by you staying grounded, and you want to stay grounded, especially in tough moments. You also can boost your mental and physical health by lowering tension, and it will also help improve your well being. Emotional regulation strengthens resilience. This will help with handling life's challenges with confidence. And lastly, let's not forget when we are displaying emotion regulation, this sets a positive example, especially when you're trying to teach emotional control to those around you. And this is huge for me because I want to display that for my kids, especially. So let's get into some examples with romantic relationships during stressful times like communication. So say you're with your partner and one person is having an extremely rough day at work, right? You can very easily have a communication barrier, because one person is experiencing something, with their day, may not have anything to do with you, but they might be maybe a little short or whatever with you. And if they're not displaying some type of emotional regulation to some level where they're in control, that can very easily turn into an argument. And now both y'all's day is messed up. Um, and the same thing goes for at work, dealing with coworkers or your kids. If you are not in control, you're going to blow up every time. What you look like blowing up on everybody every time you have the slightest inconvenience. Like that's going to cause havoc in your life like crazy. It's so important to be able to maintain some type of control. So, two strategies could be pausing before reacting and practicing active listening, especially for the other person. So, say you're not the person that's, having a rough day. Don't, instead of taking it personal and immediately reacting to a point where it's going to cause an argument, maybe just listen, right? And then if you are the person dealing with what you're dealing with, again, take a pause and just maybe even some deep breaths and just focus on controlling those emotions a bit more. It's going to take time and practice, but you got to try and you got this. Other times in your life where emotions might be crazy is during major life events that you already know. So let's give some examples. Emotional strain such as buying a new home or a breakup at the same damn time, any of those things, that's gonna make your emotions up and down, right? So you're controlling your emotions through those times is going to help you in other aspects of your life so that every little thing doesn't blow up into something much bigger. So think about what emotions come up during those times. Those events of such as buying a house where you might be feeling rushed, impatient, the stress of having to move, get everything together, especially if you have a family, you got to get everybody all packed up. You might be feeling scared because you're taking on a new expense. Then there comes in financial issues, extra money that you may have to come up with, not knowing, what's going to happen with exactly the costs of everything. So those are feelings that can come up. And then of course with a breakup, you're sad, you're lonely, you may be afraid. Those are so many emotions that you're dealing with, but you need to be able to name them, feel them, and process them instead of trying not to feel them and ignore them and then hoping they're going to go away, because they're always going to come to the surface at one point or another. So always pay attention to those. I'm not going to hold you. I just paused this so I could put a chair in my Amazon cart because I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Like, it got me about to crash out, like these kids say. So I will have a new chair soon. But anyway, we want to make sure that we're staying grounded during these overwhelming moments because what? Okay, so now we have our newest sound that y'all have not heard before. These church bells. Get used to it. Every hour on the hour, we are going to hear some music. Okay? This is our life now, and it's okay. So, other things going on, parenting and domestic challenges. Oh, Lord. In the midst of everything you have going on, work, school, relationship, now you got your kids. So, that makes it even more difficult. And I know because I'm going through it constantly. The teenager thing, the attitude. Every time you ask them to do something, it's a problem. Say, hey, clean your room. It looks crazy. Why is my air fryer in here? Like it just doesn't make sense. And then they get mad at you. You give them a fair warning. Hey, when I get home, if this is not done, this is your chore today. You have dishes. There's not going to be any Wi-Fi. You come home, there's dishes in the sink. Oh, I forgot to do them. Okay, you don't have Wi-Fi today. bruh. Now it's the bruh thing. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. So if you crash out every time you got some type of issues going on, like, you gotta regulate as much as you can with as much as you can, so that the little things that pop up, you don't take it too far, right? You don't want to do that. We all have little unique stresses of our troubled youth, or co-parenting dynamics. I'm actually blessed in the co-parenting department, but a lot of people are not, and I understand that. My relationship with their dad is completely abnormal. Like, we are so cool. Me and the new girlfriend, we're all cool. We constantly are helping each other out. But guess what? When you have that type of relationship, it really helps not just the kids, but y'all. Like, on some certain days that the my daughter or my son is supposed to be with me, they stay over there, and they go to school from there. The girlfriend will say, "Can my daughter sleep over? She wants to play with her daughter. Is it okay if she stays over an extra night or tonight? That's fine." And then if she wants to work extra hours, she says, "Can my daughter sleep over there?" I say, "Absolutely. She could always come over here." Like, anytime I need help, they help me out. Anytime they need help, the daughter can always come over here. And they pick my daughter up in the morning because she gets the bus from over there. And so they pick her up in the morning so I don't have to leave. On days I go to work, I drop her off so she can get the bus. I pick her up after work. Sometimes they drop her off. Sometimes they keep her longer. It just helps. It puts a lot less stress in my life so I can focus on other areas. So if you can co-parent, that is great. And like I said before, modeling these emotional regulations, you got to lead by example, because my kids aren't going to see me. Like, I do be stressed. Duh, everybody does. But every little thing, my kids aren't going to hear me crashing out like, "Oh man, this bill is due." I know that bill is due. Like, it's not a surprise. We know stuff is going on. I take care of it. And I'm not just overly blowing up about everything, because I want my kids to understand, yeah, I do it all. I do a lot, and I'm handling it gracefully. My kids be like, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, wow, Ma, you really bought this house. You really did this. You really did that, just like you said you was going to do it. And you make it look so easy." No, I'm just being calm. I'm trying to regulate everything that's going on, because I know I'm going to figure it out, and the emotions are temporary. So that's just how I do it. And so yeah, to recap, we touched on the relationships and the life events and parenting, and that's just three big categories of things that can cause emotions to be out of whack that you got to regulate. But most importantly, we have to prioritize ourselves and our mental health and our emotional well-being, whatever that looks like to you. For me, taking rest times when I need it, even though I don't try. Sometimes my body's just like when I get sick, I feel like it's when I'm doing too much. It's time for me to rest for a day. Doing my nails, doing my hair, eating some yummy food, exercising, whatever makes me feel better. So whatever it looks like to you, that's going to help bring your stress levels down. So that way, when little things come up or big things come up, it's easier to control and regulate those emotions. All right, y'all, because you can do it. We all can do it. I'm here for you. Yeah, so we don't have a chapter chat this week. I haven't read any books in 2025. Don't at me, but we'll start soon. I'll get back to it, I promise. It's been crazy, and y'all know that, okay? So I haven't been. I'm gonna do it. I still got my TBR list, and I'm gonna put y'all on some books, okay? I promise. So this country is a shit show. for the trending tea. Our country is so embarrassing, y'all. I know that aliens well, not, they drive by Earth as a whole and they lock their doors and like, it's mad ghetto down there. But America, we're so ghetto. So, according to the Grio.com, this is what they're saying. Rescission of anti-segregation clause in federal contracts. The administration revoked a clause established in 1965 that prohibited federal contractors from maintaining segregated facilities such as restrooms and drinking fountains. While segregation remains illegal under the Civil Rights Act of 1964, critics argue this move symbolically undermines longstanding civil rights protections. According to TheGuardian.com, executive order targeting the Smithsonian Institution, President Trump issued an order titled Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History, accusing the Smithsonian of promoting divisive ideologies, ideologies, bruh, ideologies related to race and gender. This directive aims to remove such content from Smithsonian exhibits, promoting concerns among historians about potential censorship and historical revisionism. I can't talk today, guys, and I did not practice this. So, just vibe. My thoughts. Bitch, what? Black people do not care. Like, we don't care. If y'all want to do these little things to get what little bit of segregation you think is going to happen, like, it's okay. We're cool with it. That's crazy to me, though. Like, I don't know what that's going to mean, like, what's going to happen with that. It's so weird that they're even, like, what is this stuff that he's doing? It's just dumb. Like, what? Milk. When is milk and eggs prices going to be down enough? When is gas going to go down? Like, we don't care about none of that other stuff. Y'all want segregation? All right, cool. But I was on TikTok and people are like, okay, so when we start having our Black businesses and everything and we're thriving, y'all going to do the same thing you did before and try and burn that shit down. Like, but I don't know. The way that Black people recognize our power and our pull with our money and our influence and everything now, I just feel like it's not going to happen the way they think it's going to happen. But my question is, if there was actual segregation, which nobody's doing that. If there was, like, where would all the mixed people go? And did y'all ever think, like, back in segregation days, were there no like Spanish and Asian people or something? Because it was always all Black and white. So now with segregation, isn't going to be like white fountains, water fountains for white people, Black people, mixed people, like where we don't really know what they are. And then like Asians and then Latinos. Like, how's that going to work? I'm really curious. And, for the people supporting this, like, what y'all think is going to happen? I don't know. It is what it is. Anyways, in other news, Mo3's murder video was released, and rapper Yella Beezy has been arrested for orchestrating the murder. I can see why, because who even is he? Like, Mo3 was popping, and he was so good, and I hate that he died. Like, it's so sad. The video was crazy. So if nobody's seen it, you don't see the actual shooting in the video, but in the video, you see them on the highway. It must be a semi-truck or something that's recording, like from their dash cam or something. And he stops in the middle of the highway and just stays there and catches all this. So Mo3's car like swerves, and then he backs up, and this person in this car ahead of him is like a Camaro or something. And that car stops. Mo3 gets out of his car, and then he runs around the back of the car, opens up the passenger side door, and he's like ducking down, looking for something. And then he just starts running because the guy comes out the car and starts running back toward him. And then Mo3 takes off running, and you don't see him, and the guy chases behind him. couple minutes later or a couple seconds later, whatever, you see the guy running back to his car and taking off. So this is what people are saying. I heard that there was a girl that set him up. So apparently the girl that he was with the night before, this is what they're saying. The girl that he was with the night before set him up, and she took his gun out of his car that he normally has. So apparently when he ran around the car, he was in his glove box looking for this gun. And when he realized it wasn't there, he took off running. Can you imagine that? You always got your thing on you, right? You always got that blicky. You swear, he just knew it was in his glove box, and then he went to look and it wasn't there. Can you imagine how he felt if that's the case? Like, where is my gun? Oh my God. And I'm so mad. How did this guy catch up to him? Like, this guy was like, they got to study how this guy was. He was like a professional. So what they're saying, people are like, oh, I never would have got out my car. I would have ran that guy over. Why did he get out his car to get something out out the glove box? You do stuff when you're in that situation, really not thinking. And people are saying that that the guy shot out his tire, so that's why he swerved. But everyone's like, well, you can still drive until you can get wherever you're trying to go. But maybe he got out because he's like, I'm not going to be sitting in the car trying to get my gun and this guy starts shooting at me. So his thinking was probably, all right, let me go around, duck down and grab this gun. And it wasn't there. So either way, it's crazy the way the guy did. Like, how he catch up to him, I don't know. And then, like, you must have been shooting out his car if he shot the tires out. And he was the driver. Like, this guy did this broad daylight, shot him, and got back in his car. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, I hate the whole thing. And whoever, if Young Yellow Beezy, whoever he is, did that, he's a cornball. He was jealous of Mo3, clearly. So that's my take on that. Also, an ATL rapper named Young Scooter died on March 28th after sustaining a leg injury while jumping a fence while he was fleeing from police. I didn't know him, but that's crazy. And it was on his birthday. I guess he was on his way to his birthday event. And people were thinking that the cops shot him. And then I seen something the other day where they're looking for the female that had called in some complaint about him. I guess that's why the police were there. Supposedly he was beating on some girl, but I wonder why they're looking for her. I don't know if that was a false complaint or whatever, but that's sad if that's the case. And then he was running, and then, whatever vein he hit, cut his leg on. It's just crazy. And lastly, bitch, John Wick 5 is in the early development stages with a 2026 release date, and I'm shook. I love Keanu Reeves, and I believe he is really like that. At 60, you need to go watch all 4 right now. Like, pause this, go watch it, and then finish. I'm so excited. I love John Wick. Those movies are crazy, and the fact that, like, how much he goes through recording these movies is crazy. Like, you gotta watch it. But that's all the tea I have for now. Last but not least, I'm going to leave you with some Allure advice, okay? Remember, emotions are powerful, but they don't have to control you. So respond with intention and not reaction. That's it. That's the word. Okay? So let's try and be better. But that is the end of the episode. I hope that everybody is good, and I will see you next time. And remember, stay well, be good, and take care of yourselves. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please take a moment to like, share, and leave a review. It greatly supports our growth. I'm dedicated to expanding our community of like-minded individuals who pursue boundless beauty in every aspect of life. Take care, and let's keep reaching for infinite allure together. Until next time.
If you'd like to connect with me and join the Infinite Alert community, follow me on social media for updates, behind the scenes content, and more ways to explore boundless beauty in every facet of life. As of now, my social medias mainly consist of daily affirmations and updating you all with my blog and podcast information. You can check me out on my website, myinfiniteallure.com, or add me on Instagram and Facebook, both at Black Girl Infinite Allure Podcast, or follow me on TikTok at Black Girl Infinite Allure. For inquiries, collaborations, or to share your thoughts, email me at infiniteallurebyj@gmail.com. Thank you for listening and continuing to strive for all things infinite allure. And remember, I will also have this information in the description box.